Everyone, welcome to another episode of Hayden Be Grilling. Now, tonight we're going to stay here in the kitchen with the Dutch oven. We're going to make some chicken jalapeno popper chili. White chicken chili with some jalapenos. So, let's get started. Now, I'm going to go ahead and drop 2 tablespoons of butter into my Dutch oven. Now, I put my butter in there, but I've not turned my burner on yet. We're going to do all of our prep work because once we start adding ingredients, this is going to be non-stop. So, let's get started. First thing we're going to do is we're going to dice up 3 jalapenos. We're gonna remove the seeds and the membrane. All right, now that we've got our jalapenos cut up, I've got about a pound worth of cooked bacon here. And so I'm just gonna start slicing it. Next, we're gonna take 1 rotisserie chicken and we're gonna cut and peel all the meat off the bone. All right, so now we've got our chicken diced up and ready. Now I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of minced onion flakes into a bowl, a 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder, 2 teaspoons of ground cumin, 1 teaspoon of chili powder, a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper. Now we got those ingredients in the bowl. I'm gonna use my little utensil there and just mix this all in together. All right, so now that we pretty well got everything prepped over there, remember that was 2 tablespoons of butter we put in the Dutch oven? We're gonna start melting this butter. I'm gonna go with a medium heat here. We're gonna just wait till this melts down, renders down. Now that the butter's starting to cook down a little bit, we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. And we're just gonna cook this down. There we go. Making a little paste there for just a couple moments. Now we're going to add in 3½ cups of chicken broth. We're gradually going to whisk this in. There we go. Like I said, 3½ cups of chicken broth, whisking it in gradually, slowly. Now that we've got this incorporated and whisked in, we're gonna add 1 cup of 1/2 and 1/2, continuing to whisk. Now we have our chicken broth and our 1/2 and 1/2 in here. We're gonna let this come to a boil. Alrighty folks, so we got us a good little boil going here. Now we're gonna start adding the ingredients. Now I've got 2 cans of Great Northern beans. It called for white kidney beans, could not find them, but I drained them. Now we're gonna add them to the Dutch oven. Next, we're gonna sprinkle in that seasoning that we mixed together. Before I go any further, I'm gonna go ahead and just start mixing these ingredients around and together. Now this chicken broth and the 1/2 and 1/2, it did thicken up a little bit as it sat there cooking or coming to a boil. Now we're gonna add that chicken that we peeled off that rotisserie chicken. Add that to the Dutch oven. Once we got our chicken added, we're gonna stir it again. Now, the name of this dish is jalapeno popper chicken chili. Now you can't have a jalapeno popper without having bacon. So now we're gonna add that bacon that we cut up earlier, followed by those 3 jalapenos that we cut up earlier. And then we're gonna add 8 ounces of cream cheese. Now, I just kind of cut these into these little strips like this. So that way maybe they will render down and faster. But we're gonna add them into the Dutch oven. And as far as ingredients go, folks, that's it. So now what we're doing, we're just gonna kind of keep stirring this around. We want that cream cheese to break down, but we wanna get these jalapenos softened up. So we're just gonna keep working this around, cooking it for about another 10 to 15 minutes. After we gave it that good stirring, we are gonna put the lid on it. I wanna reduce my heat down to a low, but I'm gonna check in on it periodically and stir the contents together. Alrighty folks, so it took me about 20 minutes to get the contents, the beans and the peppers, good and softened up. So I'm gonna pick up the camera here. Alrighty, we're about ready for that all important taste test. Now I wish I had thought about it. I'd have saved a couple slices of those jalapeños, or made a couple slices of jalapeños to serve on top of this for a garnishment. But I'm just gonna garnish the top of it with a little bit of shredded cheddar. Sprinkle that over the top. Alright folks, here we go with that all important taste test. Now, folks, that's so dang good, and it's super simple. You're using already cooked chicken. If you don't want to go buy a rotisserie, you can use some leftover chicken. Very good. Just put it all in a pot and boom. Let it cook just long enough for the beans to soften up and the peppers to soften up. Very good. Very hearty and filling with that cream cheese in there. Very, very good. So really pleased with how this turned out. Y'all let me know what you think of the video. Y'all please like, subscribe, and we'll see y'all later.